Hey everybody, it's Fam321 here, bringing you some Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battles. This is an OU match I got against CuRsseofPokEmoN. This is actually a rematch. We had a UU match a while back on the original Pokemon Black and White, so if you want to watch it, I'll leave a link in the description in case you actually do want to watch it. One last thing, I have two questions for you. First of all, what do you think about Pokemon Black and White 2 so far? Personally, I think it's actually really good. The animations for some of these moves are amazing, like for example, Outrage. So yeah, my second question is, what do you think, or what tiers do you think the new forms of the genius will be in? I think Thundurus might be in Ubers, but you never know, the speed loss might make a huge difference. The other two I think will just remain in OU like they were before, but without further ado, let's just go ahead and begin the match. So right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and start off by sending out my Ferrothorn, and he's going to go ahead and start off by sending out his Thundurus. My Ferrothorn has nothing that can actually hit this Thundurus effectively because, well, I only have Gyro Balls in my attacking move, so that's not going to do much to it. He's going to go for the Hidden Power Ice first turn, and he got a critical hit, so that kind of crippled my Ferrothorn. I'm going to set up the Stealth Rocks first turn so I can cripple his Tornadus whenever it switches in. So yeah, I'm going to go for the Protect next turn just so I can scout what this thing would do. And he went for a Nasty Plot, and that's really threatening at this point because, well, Thundurus' special attack is really high, so especially at this form, so that's actually really threatening. He's going to go for another Nasty Plot, and at this point I think that's pretty much overkill. I mean, one Nasty Plot's already good enough on this thing. I'm going to go for the Gyro Ball just to see how much it did, and that didn't actually do that much, but what can you do? For his next move, he's going to set up another Nasty Plot. I'm not actually sure why. He probably should have just attacked at this point. I'm going to go for the Leech Seed so I can hopefully take this Thundurus' HP out to a point where I can go ahead and take it out with my Dragonite with extreme speed. So yeah, for his next move, I'm going to go for the Protect so I can just basically use or Leech Seed this thing to death. So yeah, he's going to go for the Focus Blast next turn, and at this point, I'm hoping that his next Focus Blast will miss so I can hit it with the Gyro Ball and then cripple it some more. So yeah, this next move, he's going to end up going for the Focus Blast, and I avoid the attack, so that's actually really good because now I'll be able to get a Gyro Ball off, and that's going to be able to take down his Thundurus after the Leech Seed, so that's actually really good for me. And my Ferrothorn's back at full HP, so that's also another good thing for me. He's going to go ahead and switch on to his next Pokemon, which is going to go ahead and be his Conkeldurr. I do not want my Ferrothorn to get hit by this thing, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out to Gliscor because Gliscor can wall this thing to death. So yeah, he went for the Mach Punch, and that's not going to do anything to my Gliscor. The Toxic Orb kicked in, so now my ability is going to kick in, so I should gain a lot of my health back. Now he's going to go ahead and go out to his Haxorus, and I went for the Substitute, so that's actually really good because I could basically go for the Toxic next turn and basically Poison Stall this Haxorus. So yeah, got the Poison Heal off. That's actually really good. As you can see right here, the Outrage animation it's actually really good in this game. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Toxic, and that's gonna poison his Haxorus. So I'm actually pretty glad at this point. I know he locked himself into Outrage, so I'm gonna go ahead and go out into my Ferrothorn because Ferrothorn can wall the Haxorus to death. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I went down to my Ferrothorn. He went for the Outrage, and that's not gonna do much to my Ferrothorn. The Iron Barbs kicked in, so I'm doing some damage to this thing. For his next move, I'm going to end up going for the Protect just so I can... I'm going for the Protect so I can basically Poison Stall this thing a little bit. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and switch on to his next Pokemon, which is going to go ahead and be his Tornadus. And the Stealth Rocks did do a decent amount of damage to him. But actually, never mind, I didn't go for the Protect. I went for the Gyro Ball, and that did a lot of damage to his Tornadus. So now for his next move, he's going to go for the Hurricane, and that's going to do a decent amount of damage to my Ferrothorn. He got the Confusion off, so that's actually really bad for me. I'm hoping I don't hit myself, and so I can go for the Gyro Ball, but I ended up hitting myself. My luck is really epic at this point. But yeah, for his next move, I'm going to basically just sacrifice my Ferrothorn, and he's going to go ahead and go for the Hurricane, and that's going to be the end of my Ferrothorn. So now I'm going to go ahead and switch on to my next Pokemon, which is going to go ahead and be my Thundurus. I'm not going to go for the Nasty Plot because if he switches into his Haxorus, I'm basically dead. He's going to go on to his Conkeldurr. I was predicting him to switch to his Haxorus, so that's why I went to the Hidden Power Ice, and that actually did a lot of damage, never mind. And for his next move, I'm going to finish off his Conkeldurr with a Thunderbolt, and that's going to be the end of his Pokemon. So now he's going to go ahead and switch out into his next Pokemon, which is going to go ahead and be his, I'm not sure, I forgot, oh yeah, his Breloom. I'm not sure why I switched out to Breloom because I can outspeed this thing, and I do have Hidden Power Ice, so I'm not sure why he switched out into this thing. But whatever, I went for the Hidden Power Ice. That's almost going to take out his Breloom. He's going to go for the Bulk Up. I'm not sure why at this point, like I said, but I'm just going to be able to finish off his Breloom next turn with the Hidden Power Ice, and that's going to be a dead Breloom. So now he's going to go ahead and switch on to his next Pokemon, which is going to go ahead and be, I believe, his Haxorus. I'm not sure. I believe it is his Haxorus. Yes, it is going to be his Haxorus, and he's going to be able to take down my Thundurus with an Outrage next turn. So that's actually really bad, but whatever. I'm just going to let it sacrifice. The Outrage animation is really good, like I already pointed out. It's just really good. I believe he told me V-Create is also really good. I haven't seen it at this point, but yeah, I'll see it later. I'm going to go out into Landorus. Basically, I'm hoping I could outspeed this thing because I thought it was Choice Banded, but apparently I found out right here that it's actually Choice Scarf, so he's going to hit me with the Outrage. Luckily, thanks to the Intimidate, that's going to lower his attack, and I'm able to survive, and I'm going to be able to finish off his Haxorus with a Earthquake. Now he's going to go ahead and go out into his Tornadus because he knows I'm locked into Earthquake, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out to my next Pokemon, which is going to go ahead and be my Rotom. Rotom can take this thing out. Basically, he went for the Hurricane and he avoided the attack. So now I'm gonna go ahead and he's gonna go ahead and go out to his Ferrothorn as I went for the Volt Switch. So yeah, that's not gonna do much to his Ferrothorn. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into my next Pokemon, which is gonna go ahead and be my Dragonite, because Dragonite can take down both of those two Pokemons if I get a Dragon Dance. I know Ferrothorn can't really do too much to my Dragonite besides maybe go for the Leech Seed. So I'm just gonna go for the Dragon Dance so I can get my attack up and my speed. This is an Adamant Dragonite, by the way, so it can take out almost everything. Now that I have the Dragon Dance up, I can easily outspeed his Ferrothorn and his Tornadus, so that's actually really good. For his next move, I'm going to be able to go for the Fire Punch, and that's going to be enough to take down his Ferrothorn. So yeah, now he's going to go ahead and switch out to his final Pokemon, which is going to go ahead and be his Tornadus. And Tornadus isn't that big of a threat because I can easily outspeed that thing. So that's actually really good on my part. And right here he's going to go ahead and switch out into his Tornadus, and I'm going to be able to finish it off with one final Outrage. And that's going to go ahead and be the end of the game. Good game, CuRsseofPokEmoN. I hope we can have another rematch really soon. So yeah.